Hey guys, it's Ziya. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for the first time if you're new. Hello, my name is Ziya and this is my little YouTube channel. I do a little bit of everything. And today I am explaining where I was for the whole time that I wasn't doing YouTube videos. So what happened was basically halfway through October, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed because I was really behind on my Halloween makeup tutorials. One day when I went to edit a video, I looked through the footage that I had and I realized that a lot of it was missing, and to this point I still don't know what happened. I think it was just error on my side because I must have just accidentally deleted them because I forgot to move them from one folder to another, and I just felt extremely disheartened. It really sucks to film makeup tutorials, especially, but losing footage really sucks because you can't get footage again. Of course I could have redone them, but at that point I was so far behind because I had lost so much footage, and there was also other things going on personally. My mother-in-law was getting sick. I think it was the flu, so it was like kind of rough to do things and film because I was constantly worried about whether she was okay or not, or stuff like that. She was sleeping a lot and I was just really worried. And there was a lot of other things, like with Ernie's job. I'm not going to get too far into it. He still has his job. It's there and he goes every day and everything. But he had opportunities to move up even though he hasn't been there very long. And then at the end they'd just be like, oh no, you don't have this experience. And it's like, well, why the hell did you offer it in the first place? What was the point? So, you know, we would keep going on these highs and lows of, oh, they said I have a really good chance of this, and then all of a sudden they would change their minds and say, no, you don't have this option. Like, why? Why say that he has this opportunity if he doesn't have that opportunity? It was just really getting to me. I was going through driving. The thing is, I didn't drive for a very long time. I just recently got my license and everything, and I was in the middle of learning how to drive and making sure that I didn't crash into anything. And I was driving a lot more because we had to do hospital visits and things like that, and you know, I would have to go shopping in place of other people, in place of my mother-in-law, in place of Ernie. And so being out alone kind of messed with my head a little bit because I was never used to that. So just multiple things piled up together kind of made me not very happy, to be honest. And then at the end, finding out that I had lost so much footage made me really upset. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any more videos. I didn't have any more footage. I had enough footage for the one video, which was my Cheshire Cat makeup tutorial, and after that I didn't have anything else. And I was editing it on the same day that it was gonna go up. Then I was mad that I wasn't gonna be able to finish everything, and that got me upset. So there was just like multiple things that made me feel really shitty, and I just was not in a good headspace. I've also put on some weight, and it's not something that I like really want to talk about that much. Yeah, I don't mind talking about it, but I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, because Ziya weighs 230 pounds, this other person might weigh 260 or 270 or whatever, and then that would make them feel like they should feel bad because they weigh more than I do, and I'm feeling bad that I'm weighing as much as I am right now. And I never want to make anybody feel that way, but I do weigh like 235, I think, at this point, and this is my highest that I've ever been. And after losing the weight that I did last year, which was between 20 and 30 pounds, I'm not completely sure anymore, but after losing that weight and then gaining it all back and then some now, it really got to me as well. Like, I felt like I wasn't looking as good in my clothes. I didn't like how my face was looking on camera. Like, even now, like looking at my face on camera, and I could actually see my double chin at an angle, which is frustrating. Even if I go down here and start looking up this way, it still doesn't look great, you know what I mean? That was another thing. So there was just so much that piled up on top of each other that I felt like I just really needed a break to handle things and get on track with everything and take care of my family and be there for everybody. There were things that happened earlier on in like July and June that I just didn't mentally deal with. It wasn't in June, I think it was in July. Pretty sure it was in July that it all happened, and I didn't really deal with it at that point, because, well, basically what happened was my grandmother passed away, and at that point I really didn't deal with it. I just kind of brushed it off. It was like, whatever, people die. And it started to hit me a lot later, and there's still a lot of people that I don't necessarily forgive, because a lot of things went down after she passed away, and it took me a while to deal with that, and it's always gonna hurt, but it's not in the front of my mind anymore. When she first passed away, it hurt immediately. It hurt, and then I started to brush it off, and then after a few months it hit me again. It's like, she's gone. Nani's gone, Nana's gone. That's why I call my grandparents. Nani is my grandma and Nana is my grandfather, both on my mother's side. And really those are my only grandparents. I don't have anybody on my dad's side. My mom and dad separated when I was really, really little. I haven't seen my father since I was like 5 years old. So his side of the family really doesn't affect me much because I don't know them, and they literally didn't want anything to do with me. My grandmother passing away and me not being able to go see her, that really got to me after a few months. At first it was like, well, I didn't ask to go see her because I was afraid of being told that I couldn't or that they didn't want me to, so I was afraid and things like that. I'm not gonna go too far into detail, but when she first passed, bottom line is, when she first passed away, I tried not to have it affect me. And then as everything else started coming and started thinking about other people's mortality, then the thing with my grandmother, with her passing, that also just got piled on top because I started thinking about it again, and it really bothered me. And I feel like I can see, I got fixed my eyebrows and take that part off because I can see it and it's bothering me. This is clean, this is just not. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff, not just the Halloween things, things that happened before, things that were happening in September. There was just a lot that was on my mind, and I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't cleaning. I still have to really deep clean my room. I gotta scrub down the walls and everything, and yeah, just I feel like cleaning everything is going to make me feel a lot better, and I still have to do that. But I am feeling a little better now. I'm getting back to filming, and I think filming normal videos the way that I usually would, regular hauls and ASKZIYAs and vlogs and everything, is gonna make me feel a lot better. So I'm glad to be filming my videos again and talking to you guys. That was one thing that I was definitely missing. I missed talking to all of you, and I really, really did miss it, and I really appreciate everybody who's been around and came back for my first video and told me that they were worried and they were hoping I was okay. And I really appreciate every single one of you. So thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that I took such a long hiatus from filming. I know it was it was about 2 weeks, and that was the longest that I ever went without putting out a video on YouTube ever since I started. So for anybody who's still watching, thank y'all so much for being here for me and helping, you know, emotionally, because that's half of the problem. It is. So I really, really appreciate it. I don't want to come off as too down or too negative, but that's what was bothering me during those weeks while I was not filming and weeks leading up to me not filming. September was just full of stuff that I literally can't even remember now. It was just so busy and I had planned to film makeup videos throughout September, and I literally couldn't do any of that. I didn't have the time, I didn't have the patience to sit down and film any makeup tutorials, which I really want to do, so that come October, all I would have to do is edit them and it would be okay and I'd get them all out. But I really bit off a lot more than I can chew, saying that I was going to do 31 days of Halloween. Next year I'll probably do 13. That's also a spooky number, as somebody pointed out. So that's most likely what I'm going to do for next year. Instead of trying to put out one video every day, I think like 13 days leading up to like the eve of Halloween maybe. I'll put out a bunch of Halloween videos then. But I really overdid it and underestimated how hard everything was going to be, and of course you can't tell like what's going to happen in the future and what things are just going to pop up and make life a little harder. But it's okay. Everything's getting better now. My mother-in-law is feeling better, so that's good. She's not 100% yet, but she's getting there, and that I'm really happy about that. Emotional stuff is just things that I have to work through, and I'm trying my best, and I think I'm doing really well. Going out alone is now finally like getting a bit easier. At first it was really hard. It was definitely a shock to have to go out alone and work on things alone and do it all alone, and I always felt like I would be good at being alone, and I'm good at being home alone. But I didn't know that it would be so hard for me to go out and function in the world alone. So it was definitely something to get used to, but now I've gotten used to it. I've pushed myself to leave the house more and do things outside and drive alone and everything. Finally started listening to music in the car instead of just driving in silence like a creepy person. So yeah. I'm doing better. I really am doing better. So thank you guys for all your support and concern. Please don't worry. I am okay. And I really appreciate and love every single one of you. So thank you guys for being a part of my life, a part of my YouTube family. And that's everything. Oh, and another thing that made everything a lot better is that my brother just had his son. It's actually his third son, and I'm really, yeah, I saw videos of him and everything. He's so cute, and that made me so happy. Kind of sad too, because I feel like I'm getting sick and my mother-in-law's been sick, so the last thing I could, I can't go see him, by choice. Nobody told me not to go, but I chose not to go see him yet until I know that I'm not carrying anything contagious that a baby can catch from me, because it would literally, okay, not literally, but figuratively, it would kill me inside if for some reason he got sick because I came over and infected him with whatever the hell is going on in this house. Because everybody's been sick in here. So yeah, but new life is just so beautiful. I'm so happy that he's finally here. Been waiting so long to see this baby, and I have to wait longer. Yeah, but it's alright. So yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Thank you all so much for sticking around and coming back after waiting for 2 weeks. I know it's not that long. Like, some YouTubers go months without posting a video, but they also have like 6 million subscribers, and almost all of them constantly watch their videos. I'm not there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, everything gets better. Don't be upset and dwell on little things, and there's always going to be things to be thankful for, so just remember that. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.